Hi guys, my name is Chris. This will be the first YouTube video I do in regards to tarot. I decided to pull an Archangel Oracle card for advice on doing this video. I got Clear Your Space, Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So I'm definitely going to be doing that around my apartment to make sure that energies are flowing good in my apartment. So this reading is going to be the next 48 hours. I'm going to pull a challenge card for your sign, and then I'm going to pull an advice card. So it's going to be a quick reading, 2 cards for each sign, and we'll go from there, and then we'll see how this video does. I really do want to make more tarot readings and upload them to YouTube. So thanks so much for being here with me today. So we're going to start with Aries. So for the next 48 hours, what does Aries need to know? Next 48 hours, what is Aries' challenge? Next 48 hours, what is Aries' challenge? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. And what is the advice? What is the advice for the next 48 hours for Aries? And we have the Five of Swords. So the challenge looks like getting an idea off the ground. Pulling the Ace of Wands is, as a challenge, could be that you're trying to get an idea off the ground. You're trying to move things forward with something that has to do with passion, that has to do with creativeness. This could even be maybe you're trying to get this can signify the male phallic. So this can mean like either you're trying to get something from someone sexual, or it could also mean trying to get this idea to move forward, because right now this is just like the spark, like the initial beginning of it. So as a challenge, it could mean that this is probably all you're going to be thinking about for like the next 48 hours. What I have for your advice is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords could mean, standing up for yourself and fighting. So you're probably going to be, in an argument with someone. You're probably going to be going back and forth, doing whatever you can to make sure this happens. And that's your advice. So it's telling you that, go ahead and stand up for yourself. Do what you have to do to make sure that this idea, this creative, new, passionate beginning goes ahead and gets off the ground. Okay, now we're going to Taurus. What is Taurus' challenge for the next 48? Taurus challenge for the next 48 hours. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is really cool. We're getting a lot of aces right now. I mean, 2 aces in a row. That's a lot. What is your advice for this Ace of Cups challenge? What is the advice for this Ace of Cups challenge? Okay, so for Taurus, I like these cards together. So the Ace of Cups could mean at the beginning of a new emotional relationship, or the beginning of emotions, or love, or, just a new connection with someone. Another challenge could be, but because I see the Fool, I guess I'll say it, could be that you're feeling very emotional. You're feeling lots of feelings, and you're having to deal with them, which could be a challenge. This could also mean crying, like there's a lot of crying. you know, an outpouring of emotions. But because the Fool is your advice, this is kind of telling you go for it. So maybe there's someone that you like and you don't know if you should like go for it or what to do with it, or like, you know, you want to start something with someone. The Fool's telling you go for it. The Fool's saying jump into it. You know, take that leap of faith. We don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. But, you know, the advice here for this Ace of Cups is go ahead and start this off. Hit it off. You know, the Fool's a 0. The Ace of Cups, you know, that's a 1 in emotion. So this is telling you to go for it in the next 48 hours. Okay, so now for Gemini. Gemini. What is the challenge for Gemini's next 48? The challenge for Gemini's next 48 hours. What is the challenge for Gemini's next 48 hours? 7 of Pentacles. And the advice for this challenge, what is the advice for this challenge? Is the King of Cups. Okay, so that totally makes sense. So right here, the 7 of Pentacles is asking Gemini to be patient. It can also be asking, or the challenge is having patience. So maybe you don't have patience. Maybe you're feeling like things are moving slow. The challenge could also be that you are forced to stay still or relook at things from the past, and it's bothering you, most likely because you want to move forward, you want to hurry up, you want to get things going. So the next 48 hours, your challenge is being forced to stand still and look back at everything that you have, look back at all the work you've done. So right now it's just a moment of reassessing everything, taking count of everything you own, everything you have, all the time you spent on somebody or someone, or, you know, things of that nature. So it's telling, in the advice is King of Cups. So what it's looking like is that, you know, the King of Cups is somebody who, they have a lot of love, they have a lot of emotions to give, but they're not, you know, consistently expressing it. They're not, you know, always saying, hey, I love you, here's some gifts, and let me give you this because I love you. They're not like that. The King of Cups is more like reserved in their feelings. They have control. They assess the situation before they express themselves, because they're very careful of showing that love, showing those emotions. So that's what this card is asking you to do as your advice, is to, you know, sit back, observe, and, you know, control your emotions, or, you know, balance them out before you go ahead and say anything or you do anything. You know, stay balanced within yourself. So I know, you know, being a Gemini myself, like being patient, like I don't even understand what that word means, but there we are. All right, moving into Cancer. So I want to do a different kind of shuffle. So moving into Cancer's 48 hours. Cancer's challenge for the next 48 hours. Cancer's challenge for the next 48 hours. Cancer's challenge for the next 48 hours. We have the 5 of Cups. What is your advice? What is the advice for Cancer regarding this challenge? What is the advice for Cancer regarding this challenge? What's the advice for this 5 of Cups? The advice for Cancer? 4 of Cups. Okay. Okay. So I think right now, the challenge, Five of Cups, it's not, I don't necessarily, I mean, it's not a good feeling, right? Five of Cups is feeling like um, you know, you're thinking about the past a lot, about what happened, and being regretful, being sad about certain things that didn't happen. So it has to do a lot with looking at the past. Maybe something happened within a relationship right now, something's going on that you're in a period of sadness because of, the what ifs and that, and the like the what could have been, right? So I totally understand this. So this is your challenge, is that you're going to be in this period of feeling for the next 48 hours. Your advice is a Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups' advice could be that, Four of Cups, this person isn't interested in any new opportunity, any new gifts from the universe, or any new love given from anybody. So as advice, it's letting you know that there's other opportunities, but you're not looking at them right now, which is understandable because you're in this energy, you're in this space. So the advice here is to go ahead and look up and take a look at these cups that are still available for you, these gifts from the people around you. Maybe friends are trying to ask you out and you're saying no. Maybe friends are trying to take you out to dinner and you're saying no. So be aware of these opportunities around you and take advantage of them, so you don't stay in this space for too long. Okay, so that was for Cancer. Going into Leo. So what's the advice for Leo? Oh no, what's the challenge for Leo? Next 48 hours. The challenge for Leo. Next 48 hours. What is the challenge for Leo for the next 48 hours? Okay, I have the Tower. What's the advice? What's the advice for Leo for this Tower? What's the advice for Leo for this Tower? Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So the Tower here is a challenge, and the Tower is definitely a challenge on its own. So you might feel that things around you are changing really fast. Something that you were working hard on and building is suddenly just being dismantled. It's suddenly just being undone. Everything you worked for, right? All the effort that you put in, all the love, it's just getting dismantled, and it's just a challenge, and that's totally understandable. The Tower is not an easy card to deal with, or it's not, an energy that's easy in someone's life. This is, it could destroy beliefs as well, the Tower doesn't destroy beliefs, but it could stand for that. Where, you thought something was going a certain way and then suddenly it's not. This, because the Ace of Pentacles is here, I feel like it has to do with career, finances. And your advice here is the Ace of Pentacles. So this could mean that, hey, there's a new opportunity coming in. So, after the Tower, you're definitely going to have to heal, right? You're definitely going to have to take time for yourself, to assess everything that's happened, to pick up the pieces from this. But just know that healing is coming and a new opportunity is coming. There's going to be a new opportunity. So don't feel like this is the end of it. There's going to be a new opportunity. And it's showing you right here with the Ace of Pentacles. So keep that in mind for the next 48 hours. There will be a new opportunity. You will have something new coming in. Okay. All right, going into Virgo. Virgo, Earth sign. What's the challenge for Virgo for the next 48 hours? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What's Virgo's challenge for the next 48 hours? What's Virgo's challenge for the next 48 hours? Six of Swords. And what's the advice for this challenge for Virgo? What's the advice for this challenge for Virgo? What's the advice for this challenge for Virgo? What's the advice for the Six of Swords? Ace of Swords. Okay, great. So your challenge is the Six of Swords. So that means doing your best to get out of trouble. So maybe right now, like you just had a lot of things happening. You were probably arguing with somebody. You probably felt you had to stand up for yourself, or you're probably going to feel that in the next 48 hours where you have to fight for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself, or there's just so much drama going on in your life. Or so many, things that are not making you happy. So the Six of Swords is you trying to get away from that so you can find some peace. So you can find some, feel good mentally and emotionally, right? Emotionally. So that's going to be your challenge, is to be able to get away from the troubles that you're having right now. That's the Six of Swords. And your advice here is the Ace of Swords. So it's telling you that the way this is going to happen is you're going to have to communicate truthfully or factually. So you're definitely going to have to communicate factually. So the Ace of Swords stands for information that is neither good or bad, but it just stands on its own. It's a fact. So it's going to it's asking you, or it's telling you as the advice that to be able to get into the Six of Swords, you're going to have to communicate truthfully. You're going to have to drop this information, whether it hurts somebody or not. They need to know this info. And that was for Virgo. All right, so now to Libra. Now to Libra. Libra's challenge for the next 48 hours. What is Libra's challenge for the next 48 hours? So the way you can use this reading is like when you realize you're in this challenge, like, oh my God, the way something challenges you is maybe, you can't stop thinking about it. You're feeling bothered by it. You feel you can't move on until you address the situation. So that's a challenge, right? So that's how you can use this. So when you feel that you're in that challenge and you're like, oh shit, this is a Six of Swords, then you remember what your advice is. Oh, Ace of Swords, this is what I have to do. I need to go ahead and communicate truthfully. I need to share this fact. Okay, so that was Virgo. We're on Libra. What's the challenge for Libra next 48 hours? What's the challenge for Libra for the next 48 hours? What's the challenge for Libra? The sign of Libra, Earth sign. What's your challenge for the next 48 hours? I got two cards, so I'm going to shuffle again because I only want one card. What's the challenge for Libra in the next 48 hours? The challenge for Libra. Nine of Swords. And the advice. What's the advice for the Nine of Swords here? What's the advice for Libra for the Nine of Swords? What's the advice for Libra for the Nine of Swords? Two of Cups. So right now, or for the next 48 hours, Libra, your challenge is that you're super worried about something. It's keeping you up at night. There's something that's really bothering you. It's mental because you're thinking it over and over. You're really scared. You're unsure of what's happening next. You're put in this position where there's just so many unknowns, and you might feel like you're in the dark about so much, or you're just so worried about a particular situation. And you just can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop thinking about it to the point where, like, it's just the only thing you think about, and it keeps you up at night. It might give you nightmares. um your advice is the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is telling you to connect with someone, reach out to someone, especially someone that you get along with, someone that understands you, someone that you spend a lot of time with, that knows you, that you can connect well with. So that's the advice right here, is the Two of Cups. So this could be a best friend. This could be within your relationship. So it's definitely asking you to spend time with somebody that you love, somebody that you feel gets you, and somebody that you connect with really well, that has understood you in the past. Um, so definitely know that you're not alone. So this person can definitely help you. This can be like a best friend. This can be like a brother and sister. This can be your significant other. So it's definitely asking you to reach out to someone to talk to, spend quality time with, things of that nature. All right, so that was Libra. Now on to Scorpio. 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 All right, so Scorpio's challenge for the next 48 hours. I have a Scorpio rising. Alright, so Scorpio's challenge. Scorpio's challenge. Next 48 hours. What is Scorpio's challenge for the next 48 hours? We have the Hierophant. And what is the advice here? What is the advice for Scorpio regarding this Hierophant? What is the advice here regarding this Hierophant for Scorpio? What is the advice? Okay, the Death card. So like a Scorpio card. So the challenge is a Hierophant. So this could mean that you're having to deal with some type of institution. It could even be marriage, or it could even stand for some type of lesson that you're going through in regards to like a spiritual lesson that you're going through. But because the Death card is your advice, the Hierophant could stand for like an industry. So for example, like the company you work for, so having to deal with the company, maybe like its rules and regulations, and having to follow all of that is possibly challenging you. The fact that you need to go through the proper channels. They're probably you're probably gonna feel like they're controlling you, or you can't get around this. And this can also be like a marriage. So being in institutional, like being in a marriage, being in a commitment is challenging you. And then we have the advice being the Death card. These are two major arcana, so this means this is something major that's happening in your life. The Death card is a Scorpio card. this stands for Taurus too, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, but I'm not seeing it that way. Um, the Death card symbolizes change. So it's possibly telling you that you need to change. You need to end things. You need to end this. Things need to be different. You need to but see, death is not just, oh, change a little thing here and there, but it means that you need to kind of like change courses big time, like not just a little bit, you know. So, or it could mean that you need to make it so that it's over, like this needs to be over. So this is your advice here, is that it could possibly even mean, you know, be ready that this can be over, that this is over, or it's telling you that this is dead. Like there's no stopping it. Like the change is here, the change is coming, it's done with. It could also mean maybe you made plans with this hierophant, with the company, with this industry, with this, you know, the Hierophant, and it's not going to happen. Things have changed. Things are different now, and it's kind of like just now dealing with the fact that it's different, that it's changed. Plans changed. Okay, so that was Scorpio. Now on to fire. Fire, and that's Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is the challenge for Sagittarius for the next 48 hours? Challenge for Sagittarius for the next 48 hours. Challenge for Sagittarius. Challenge for the element of fire, Sagittarius. What's your challenge for the next 48? I have the Queen of Pentacles. What is the advice? What is the advice for Sagittarius regarding this challenge? Queen of Pentacles. What's the advice? What's the advice for Sagittarius? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. This is your advice here. This is your challenge. Your challenge could be a person who is significant in your life, a woman who is possibly an earth sign, but they don't have to be. But it's someone who possibly likes to give, nurture. They have their finances together and they like to share it. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're having a hard time being the Queen of Pentacles, sharing what you have, being, giving gifts. It can also mean, being nurturing. So that could be your challenge, or it could be a person who's trying to give you something or get close to you, things of that nature. But because your advice is the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like this is you. Ten of Pentacles can stand for, there's a treasure chest here, so it could be your bank account. It could be like old money, meaning like money from your parents, money from the past. It's been earned, a long time ago. And that's your advice. So that means it's like you have the money, you have the funds to be able to be the Queen of Pentacles, to share your wealth. I mean, don't go overboard, but maybe you're having maybe you're having the challenge of like giving a gift to somebody. Like, do I want to give them this? Do I want to be, nurturing? Do I want to do this? And the Ten of Pentacles is like, yeah, open your bank account. Or it could be, also spending time with your family. So this could be like, an older sister or so, and it's saying spend time with them, or, go have a good time with them. So this definitely the Ten of Pentacles is kind of like opening that bank account and sharing it. So that's the advice. That was for Sagittarius. Okay, that was Sagittarius. Now on to Virgo. No, I'm sorry, I already did Virgo. It's Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's see. What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice for Capricorn for the next 48 hours? Oh no, not the advice, the challenge. Oh my god, I kept saying advice. How weird. What's the challenge? What's the challenge for Capricorn for the next 48? What's the challenge for Capricorn in the next 48 hours? What's the challenge for Capricorn, Earth element, for the next 48 hours? King of Cups. And what's your advice? What's the advice for Capricorn when dealing with this King of Cups? What's the advice for Capricorn in regards to this energy of King of Cups? What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice for Capricorn? So a card fell, but I'm not going to take it. I don't take falling cards or cards that just like flip over, things like that, because it gets me confused. So I try to keep things organized and neat. Having rules with tarot definitely helps. Okay, so what is the advice for Capricorn in regards to this King of Cups? Ace of Swords. Cool. Another sign had Ace of Swords. So your challenge is this King of Cups. This could be you, this could be somebody else. But the reason this King of Cups could be a challenge is possibly because there's somebody that's not showing you their love. Like, they have it there, but it's possibly challenging you because you don't see it, or you're not getting any signal that they care about you unless you ask. So this is the Ace of Swords. That's the direct communication. So unless you directly communicate with this King of Cups, you're not going to know that this King of Cups has emotion for you. So that's your challenge for the next 48 hours, is that somebody here has a lot of love for you, but they're not showing it. They're really composed. They're composed with their feelings, what they say. And you know, they're not, you know, showering you with gifts and telling you, oh, I love you, and you know, that kind of stuff. They're just, you know, the love is there. But at this moment, they're probably not sharing it, or this could be you for the next 48 hours, and it's really bothering you, right? So the way that the advice that's being given here is the Ace of Swords. So it's saying communicate with them, you know, factually. Tell them the truth. Say your truth. Say what needs to be said, you know, and then you'll probably break the ice here. They'll probably open up real quick. They're not gonna, you know, stay quiet. Like, they'll say, yeah, I care about you, right? If you communicate with them. So that's your advice, Capricorn. All right. Now on to Aquarius. Elements of air, Aquarius. Elements of air, Aquarius. What is your challenge for the next 48 hours? What is the challenge for Aquarius for the next 48 hours? Aquarius, challenge for the next 48 hours. I had a card come out, but I don't take those. Aquarius, challenge? What is Aquarius challenge for the next 48 hours? What is Aquarius challenge for the next 48 hours? Four of Swords. What's the advice? What's the advice for Aquarius next 48 hours? What's the advice? What's the advice for Aquarius for the next 48 hours? Queen of Cups. Cool. So your challenge is being able to get some rest, being able to like meditate. You're probably having so many things to think about. You're probably having so many situations that you have to get done or pay attention to. And your challenge is that you need to take a break. You need to lay down. Sometimes, you know, taking a mental break, sleeping, napping, meditating, pampering yourself, just mentally relaxing somehow is going to be your challenge. So you're probably overthinking. You probably feel like you have so many things going on. So your challenge is definitely taking a pause on these situations. Your advice is the Queen of Cups. There's two things I want to say. One of the first things that came to mind was cry it out. Show your emotions, share your emotions, be open about it. Maybe there is a Queen of Cups around you that can offer you a shoulder to cry on, or just someone you can talk to that will listen to you. Reach out to this Queen of Cups, somebody who's very sensitive to you. They're very understanding. Or it can also be you, where you need to share your emotions, be expressive. I mean, I know I'm talking to an Aquarius, but, you know, there's a Queen of Cups around. It's either you or somebody else, who, you know. So this definitely feels like opening up your emotions, or express them, or, you know, go ahead and cry it out. Go ahead and spill it. Reach out to this Queen of Cups. They have a lot of love for you, and they're willing to hear you out if you need to talk to them. Okay. Let's do, who is it? Pisces. Water. Pisces. What is Pisces? What is Pisces challenge for the next 48 hours? Pisces challenge for the next 48 hours. Pisces challenge for the next 48 hours. Pisces challenge. Element of water. Pisces challenge for the next 48 hours. 10 of Cups. What's the advice for Pisces? For the 10 of Cups. What's the advice for Pisces for 10 of Cups? What's the advice for Pisces? What's the advice for Pisces? The Fool. Okay, so right now your challenge could be a relationship. It could be your home life, your family. It could be, yeah, this is mostly home life and relationships with somebody. And it's challenging you. You're probably feeling like something's just not working, or it's really hard, or you're probably not feeling, you know, happy, or maybe there's issues in it. Maybe you're questioning the relationship, or maybe you want a relationship, or maybe you want this 10 of Cups with somebody. And the reason I'm saying that is because the advice is the Fool. So maybe the challenge is a 10 of Cups because you're unable, you don't want to take this leap of faith with a significant person in regards to a relationship. And the advice is do it. The advice is take that leap of faith. The advice is go for it. The advice is, yeah, there's a lot of unknowns, but this is an opportunity to begin something new with somebody. Um, so, I mean, this definitely looks good, you know, nothing negative. It's just, for some reason, you're finding it very difficult. I can't go into details right now because I just wanted to get a card for each, or two cards for each sign. But, you know, Ten of Cups is, you know, reaching that ultimate, um, you know, relationship with someone. It could, I don't think it's a marriage actually. Maybe you're already married. Um, Maybe this could be saying, you know, the Fool is, you know, try something new within your relationship, try something new within your marriage, within your family. Um, Take this opportunity with your family. Um, and, you know, or be creative and have fun within this relationship. But something's definitely, you know, the Ten of Cups. Maybe it's hard for you. Maybe you're not too happy because there's something you want to do. Um, Maybe something's just not working. But if it's saying, you know, go ahead and take that leap of faith. Whatever you're thinking, go ahead and move forward. Go ahead and jump into the relationship. I don't know. But don't jump into any relationships. You know, that's definitely not my advice. But um, it has to do with your family. This has to do with your home life. And something's really bothering you here because it's a challenge. And it's like, just go for it. Whatever this is, you know, that's your advice. It's like, um, take it, you know, jump into it. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what the outcome is? But that's your advice, to go ahead and start this new cycle within this family, this household, this relationship. Okay. All right, guys, that concludes the challenge, your challenge for the next 48 hours with the advice. I appreciate your comments and positive feedback, positive comments. I will definitely continue to upload videos depending on how well you receive it. The channel will continue to evolve, and I will definitely create new spreads for you to give you more insight into the future. I love doing this. I've been doing tarot for about 3 years now. I do it for my friends and family, and I wanted to finally share it with you, with YouTube. So yeah, go ahead and leave comments, you know, positive comments, feedback. And, you know, if you like this video, hit the like button, please. And then I look forward to the next video. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.